Hello and welcome everyone. I hope everyone is doing really well out there. We're here at the IAE 2952.
microTech protection services.
So let's look at Misc. Yeah, you could come here and rent the ships for free. You can also purchase the clothing that's in game through the website, and also, well, on here too. I think it might not wipe, but who knows? But these things will always, yeah, the regular clothes that are here, like that, will always show up, but this will not. So, and I don't know where you can get this, if you can even get it online, through their website. Not sure. But you could always get those though. These no. Let's hope it's okay. It's working because earlier, oof. So yeah, Misc is basically the company that uses a lot of Xeon technology. Also, if you rent any ships currently, it's free fly. So for the next couple of days until, well, at least 1, 2, 1, 2, 4 days, something like this. Oh no, that was the wrong one. Actually, we can do both. We could do Misc and Crusader today. But let's first do Misc. Get that out of the way. But comment down below and let me know what you all think about Star Citizen. What ships you like, what ships you don't like. They just added the Hull A, I believe. Yeah, the Hull A.
Are available to rent.
They also have the freelancer classification of ships.
4 dedicated fuel tanks will get you there, and then some. And when you're expecting trouble on the horizon, well, even the most brazen outlaw's gonna think twice staring down 2 tailor-made missile launchers. Whatever life throws at you, we've got you covered. Misc
Whether it's
Freelancer,
innovative specialty
built
craft,
for life.
reliable workforces, or
Yeah, they're probably going to do a rework for the freelancers, most likely. But these ships are pretty cool. A lot of people walking around. So let's do some audio fixing. So these are the Starfarers. That is the Starfarer Gemini, and that is the base Starfarer. Let's see. This ship is a refueling ship. Both of them are, but they also have some cargo. In game, when the game is like a little bit more out, then I actually do recommend this ship because it even has drop seats, and you could put multiple people in there. Then this is a full cargo bay. Then you also have fuel pods, so that's great. But I think they're gonna do the rework to as well, so that means maybe these pods could be switched out for cargo. I think that's the original design as well. So it can be like a modular design, but not really. It's just pods, like switch out, basic, easy kind of thing. Ooh. All right. Let's hope it's not bugged. All right. Okay, it's just a micro bug. But basically, you go up here, you go through this, try to avoid the ladder, go through here. This is the control area for that. Then there's a control area on that other side for the fuel pods. This is escape pods. Then here's the bridge. So I thought there would normally be another person here. Oh, refuel and refine. Yes, it does have a refinery on board. Captain C, pilot, co-pilot, and I guess maybe this guy is the shield expert and weapons expert. And I believe the other ship is the same, just has a little bit less cargo because it's a military version. Just a tiny bit. And then you just go through here again. Ooh. Alright. Probably the door. Alright, yeah. So don't be afraid. You can go through them. This has, what else is in here, actually? I have not been in this ship in a very, 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 very long time. So there is a door to go down. Yeah, but this ship will probably be either not fully rebuilt, but somewhat fixed to the modern standards, I think. The freelancer is gonna be soon though, but let's check this out. Gemini, it's a little bit different. Has cargo as well. Drop seats. It has missile racks in the front. And it has a little bit more weaponry and a little bit more armor. But the bridge is the same. You just go through all that. Go through here. This ship you would need about maybe 4, 5, maybe 6 people. This would definitely be a ship for 6 people. You could get away with 5, but I recommend 6 because it's a pretty big ship. Let's see, is this the deck, right? Yes. This is the refinery deck. So you can refine from here. You could even take cargo stuff and put it here, and then it'll automatically do all the, all the refinery. But that's one part of it. There you go. There's a lot more. I think there's even crew quarters. Now let's just check the crew quarters, actually. I haven't been in here in a while, so why not? Alright. So here is the dining area. And captain's deck. There you go. Captain's bathroom. Yep. Definitely gonna get a rework. 100%. Yep. But it's fine. Trying to remember how to get out of this. I think it's here. Yeah. Wait, no. Can get kind of confusing, but at the same time, if you do it enough, you learn the ship. So let's go on to the next ship. There's components on that side, components on this side. So let's see what's over here on this hall area. Components don't really cost that much money right now. Yeah, they don't cost that much. You can earn components fairly easily. Huh, okay. You can earn components fairly easily in-game with in-game credits. The Prospector is a minor, but let's check this out very quickly and then we'll check the rest. And tomorrow's RSI day, so stay tuned for that. Some big news coming up. Here are the Freelancers, one of the first version ships to ever come out in the verse. So they will get probably a pretty hefty rework. Yeah, old tech meet new tech kind of thing. Now it is a decent little ship. This is the DUR. This one is the exploration variant. I believe so. Yeah, so it has the extra fuel pods, and it's designed that way. So then it's for longer exploration, or long range. Yeah, it's definitely the DUR. Weird color though. But hey, this is 100% the max. Pretty big. Now, what I'm hoping they do in game one day is that they have the brochures in game. So you just automatically take your Mobi glass, go near the computer, like this little panel computer thing, and it'll automatically show you the brochure for the ships inside the game, and it tells you stats and everything. This will be the Misc, which has all the missiles, the missile variant. It's supposed to be anyway. Or is it the base? Okay, so it's the gunboat. So that's not the Misc. So the Misc is not here. I'm confused. I thought there was missiles all over the place. This has... Okay, so they're saying the gunboat or the gunship variant with the missiles have some issues. So I guess. But they just show cargo instead. So the Misc normally has a bunch of missiles on top, size 1s or size 2s, a lot of them, like 28 of them or some insane number. And then you got the Prospector, which is the mining ship. I would say out of all the Misc ships, this is one of my favorites. It has the capability of upgrading the mining laser, upgrading pretty much anything on the ship, and you can pretty much rent it out for free, like right now, today, just like this. Boom, done. And flying the ship instantly and automatically, what's it called? Enjoying all the mining. I would pick up either the Starfarer Gemini or the Starfarer base, because in reality, they can fight. They have pretty big size weapons on the top. I think size 4, size 5s up top, maybe even size 6s. Weapons on the sides as well, not just on the top. The Gemini has missile racks, a missile rack in the front, and with that, you've got a pretty good like ship that can earn anything going down, because the Starfarer has cargo and it has the capable of refueling and refining, and it's a pretty powerful ship in terms of industry. So it'll earn a lot of other ships down the range. So, and it's supposed to be able to fill up a capital ship as well. So that there is that. Now, the Prospector is a mining ship, upgradable, capable of doing so much good because you have the capability of also refining. It's a very weak refinery compared to, it's not really a refinery, it's more like a sniffer, I guess. I would have to do the to look into it, but pretty much it's we could look at the page meanwhile we're doing this, I think. Yes. So where are you? Page. The Prospector is 155 bucks. And it has its gameplay loop. So that's the key about this ship, the Prospector. It has its gameplay loop. And that's very important because then it'll allow you to basically earn ships a little bit above it, like in rapid succession, and also below it. And technically, after mining a couple of days, maybe a week or so, you'll be able to afford to go a little bit up or upgrade all the components. You know, especially now. It has 2 shield generators, size small. It has 2 coolers, cooling units. It has 2 fuel tanks and 2 fuel intakes. And then it has 2 weapons, size 2. Let's see. Cargo 0. But technically, you could probably put in inside the ship, probably bring in like a small cargo box or 2. It has a little bit of room for cargo inside, just it won't stay in place. You know, the gravity system won't make it stay in place. But there is room, and it also has its own little, let's see. Maybe we could get inside of it today. All right. So inside of it, it has its own bathroom and shower, by the way. Has its own bed. And if you want to be a little adventurous, it could put a cargo pot or a cargo box here. You know, it has a cooler here and life support system, radar. It does have its own little where is it? Not sure what that is. Water, towels. It's a fairly cool ship. Has a basic refinery, I believe. A very basic, like a sniffer more than a main refinery, but it has a baby, you know, like it'll sniff out the stuff that it needs, so you can pretty much tell it what you want it to get, and it'll only get that instead, right? I think that's the original tech that's in it. Yeah. So the freelancers are all gonna get, probably most likely gonna get a rework. The same thing with the Starfarers because they're a little bit older, but at the same time, it will take time to come out, you know. Then we've got this new ship here, which I'm pretty happy with. I'm really happy with. The Hull A. They finally added this ship. It's really nice looking. And obviously it's the more updated ship, so let's have a look, shall we? The Hull A. Tell you the price in a second. It has a similar cabin to the Prospector, but a little bit bigger, which is very surprising, by the way. And it's more updated. I haven't seen an updated Misc ship in a very, very long time. No one's seen a updated Misc ship, actually, in a very long time. So, it has a bed. It has even a standing... Damn. Shower, shelves, water, its own kitchenette. An armory. Oh, a baby armory to hold your weapons, right? And your handguns. It has... like a kitchenette kind of thing. Food dispensary, that sounds a little weird. Like mesh, right? Has components. Suit locker even. Like so many darn things inside this ship. Wow. And it even has the good old chair, right? Let's check it out. Let's sit in the capped seat. And it's a cargo hauler. A very basic one, but it's still a cargo hauler. Epic stuff. Epic. So what do you all think about this ship? This little tiny ship here? Huh? You like it? You don't like it? It's a basic version. The more big ones are gonna come eventually, so there's that. And down in the live chat, let me know what you think. What type of ships you would like to see from Misc in the future, and what ships do you have, and what are you looking forward to in the verse? And there's some weapons. Let's see how much money this big weapon costs. Wow, 100 plus K. Ouch. But still fairly easy to earn in game. Now let's check the hull too. Let's see what that's like. The IAE 2952. So, these are the Reliants. Alright. These little ships are decent as well. For what they are. So, let's see what this one is. The Core. The Light Freight. Personally, I don't like the wings like this, but it's fine. Two-seater. They like the Xeon, so they design ships similar. You know, use the alien tech to get some of these things up and running. Which one is this one? We've got the tan, so the light. What is this one? Wait, what? Okay. So it has stronger shield, so the tan, so it's a three-seater. technically it's two-seater, but what's this for? Repairing? Oh, biological? I don't... It says something here. I'm confused now. I'm very confused. Looks different. Maybe it swapped and switched. It says the same thing. So one of them must be wrong. This is definitely the fighter. That's a different one. So they made a mistake on the computer here. This is a mistake. I think that's the science one. Definitely 100% that's the science one. Let's check this guy out. Which one is this? The Mako news. Yeah, reporting. So I hope that feature in the game comes in where you can report the news. Then in the future, maybe they add some kind of system where you broadcast it on Spectrum, on Discord, on cell phones. It'd be cool for the verse, and people get notified of the news updates, or the bulletin boards get the news. You know, people will like to do this kind of thing in game. Of course, they're gonna have some kind of version of that kind of gameplay, but that is the newscaster. All right. So now let's go check the other stuff. All right, the Starfarer. The Starfarer Gemini and the Starfarer. So with that in mind, let's talk about the Starfarer for a second. The Starfarer base, the one that I'm looking at now, has two size 5s weapons, probably on the top, right? Then you've got two size 5s on the right, on the, keeps on saying two size 5s everywhere, but then there's a Klaus Warner size 3s. So there's 3 different weapon mounts. Then you've got as well large radar, 2 medium computers, large power plant, 2 large coolers, and a large shield generator. Then 2 fuel intakes, quantum, jump module, quantum drive, and fuel tanks are all full. Or I mean, all large. It has 295 SCUs. Now, this matrix system might not be correct on the stats, but that's what it shows at the moment. And the base Starfare differs from the traditional bulk freight in one key way. It is dedicated fuel platform. The Starfare is designed not only to load, store, and protect fuel stasis units, it is designed to take in spaceborne gases, refine them, so basically a glass cloud, and refine them physically by going through them, right, the gas clouds, and automatically replenishing its resources. So then you can fuel up other ships or sell the goods to the nearest selling point or cargo area or whatever, right? The listed cargo capacity is only for dedicated cargo room and does not account for extra space available from the bulk cargo pods. So the cargo pods are separate. It hasn't been added yet. So you can you can remove the fuel pods for cargo pods, and then just make it a dedicated like you can refine and everything, but you'll be able to do a mix of both, but you'll have less space for fuel because you're technically taking away those pods that are for fuel. Now, the Starfare Gemini, the UE military uses an adopted rough and timbled Gemini variant for Starfare. What? Of the Starfare for the front lines, operations, trade, some cargo capacity for maneuvering to reinforced armor. Basically, they sacrifice cargo capacity for more armor and maneuverability, and pretty much better increased in shields, more powerful engines, and stronger manned turrets. The Gemini also includes an optional missile pod, which can be swapped for fuel intake units on either Starfare variants nose. The listed cargo capacity is only, okay, it's going to say the same thing as earlier about the cargo pods. So you can swap out cargo pods or fuel pods, either or. Might even be you can do a little mix of both, but we won't know until they do the refactor stuff and re-implement or fix the ship itself and put it up to date to the updated golden standard. Now, we'll talk about the price. The Starfare Gemini costs $340, and the Starfare costs $300 before the rework. Now, the Starfare regular base, okay, Starfare Gemini. Let's see what it shows for this. All right, Starfare Gemini has a little bit of different beast, meaning the missile pods. The missile pods is size 6, 9 in a rack. Okay. Or the rack is size 6, and it says missile size is 3. So it is size 3. That's correct, because I remember switching out missiles back in the day. and then the weapon distribution, like the turrets and stuff, is totally different. It has a size 5 installed, but you can max it out to 6, and there's 2 per, so dual weaponry. So there's 2 dual, and no, 3 dual and 4. So 2 size 4s on the sides, a 1 size 6 on the top, and then I believe somewhere else the other turret is. Now let's go to the prospector. Okay. So now the prospector is $155. The ideal way of solo mining career. Everyone you can, or everything you can ever need for breaking space rocks, scanning, mining, lasers, tractor beam, detachable containers. So they are detachable. The pods, they're 100% detachable. And there's a new ship coming that is pretty much ripping with a tractor beam the mined resources from those pods from the prospector. So apparently that's how that's going to work. It's pretty cool, the image that I saw, but we'll talk about that ship tomorrow with RSI Day. It comes with 120 months insurance, and I believe all the ships from the IAE 2952 come with 120 months of insurance. Okay. This one comes with, hold on, I made a mistake there. Okay, let's check this out. All right, yeah, that's correct. All right. So it's pretty much for years the prospector has been the universe's preferred mining vessel for solo operations, featuring Misc sleek design, suitability, and bravery. Upgraded high-tech mining tools, the 2947 Prospector perfectly balances form and functionality. So there goes that. Yeah. Now we'll go into another ship. So what do you all think about these ships? Now let's talk about the Odyssey, which is not out yet. And then we'll talk about the Hull 8. Get all this stuff out of the way. Now remember, you can come to the expo, you can go to the ships or vehicles and automatically request rent, and then boom, you can fly the ships, and you can even rent every one of them. So this is the Endeavor. Let's talk about the Endeavor first then. Fine. The Endeavor. The Endeavor. Everybody likes the Endeavor. Well, mostly everybody. The Endeavor is $350 right now for the base. That's without the pods. The pods, the special biodomes and stuff like that, it cost the biodome cost $100. The space collider cost $125. The Endeavor crew pods cost $25. The Endeavor fuel pods costs $35. The landing pod, I think they're probably going to have it where they're going to have multiple medium ships or something like that. Maybe even somewhat medium ships, 2 of them that can land on one of these landing pods. Then you also have the Endeavor Med Pod, which is basically a hospital, like full on 100%, like tier 1 beds all over the place, probably, most likely. The ship is not out yet. It's like at least minimum, I would say, 4 years away, maybe less. It really actually depends on how the modularity system works. We'll know about that very soon, I'm sure. Then you also have the research pod, you have the space pod, you have the telescope pod, which is going to be able to scan star systems from super far away, like ultra. So they're going to have to make a specific system in game, like a special tool in game to be able to do that for gameplay. They're going to have to make the gameplay mechanics for that specific kind of gameplay. And that was it. So yeah, space pods, research pod, medical pod. So basically the Endeavor is a floating hospital biodome, space exploration and science-y thingy in space. So it's 350. Full mobile laboratory ship with near limitless possibilities. Supports up to 6 individual modules, each customizable for different uses, such as science and medical. Prefab packages available for instant specialization. There you go, specialization. Oof, my brain. Comes with 120 months insurance, monthly insurance. The Matrix is not going to tell any real information about the ship. Number one, it's supposed to have 500 cargo capacity. I'd say that's probably going to increase a little bit, probably, most likely. The ship is probably going to get far bigger, and it's only $350 now for just the base. And you're gonna know all the pods in game. You know what I mean? So buy the base and you get the ultimate platform. And there's so basically the ship, it is huge, but it also detaches and it has its own main cabin ship. And then it could detach from the other pods and have the mobile base in space while the main ship goes out and explores. And that also will have its own exploration, what's it called? Its own exploration system. And the ship can go into the, well, not into the sun, but can go near really close to the sun, like super close. That's the only ship that could go that close to the sun. It's really designed specifically for sciencey stuff. And not an attack ship whatsoever. It's 100% a science ship. And that's $350 today on the website. That would be the best ship to buy, period. Out of all the ships that you would look at, that's the one ship that you should always think about first before buying any other ship. Now, because you can earn every other ship in-game with just that ship. And I mean every other ship, because the use of the Endeavor is insane. Now let's talk about the Expanse. The Expanse is basically the refinery. But this is a mobile platform. Basically what ends up happening is this part splits apart, and then this part is the ship itself. This is just the mobile platform. it has its own engines as well, so it'll have dual engines, so it'll be able to move better. You know what I mean? So there's that. Now we're going to talk about the Expanse. The Expanse set the industry standards for entry level mobile mineral refinery, utilizing the total self contained onboard refinery system. The Expanse can accommodate full mineral pods from mining vessels, refining raw ore into regularly stable mineral designed specifically to operate in tandem with Misc's prospector. The Expanse is the perfect basically it's the best refinery they could possibly have with smaller ships as well. This ship, hopefully this comes in game soon, because technically the mining aspect of the game is out already. It's been out for quite a while. I'm kind of hoping they refine it better, or refine it far better, and make it a little bit more accessible. This ship right here, this Expanse ship, is only $150, and it's a refinery. That's worth all the money in weight in gold. That's another money maker right there. Oh my goodness. Wow, for 150, that's cheap. That's really, I know some people don't say that's cheap, but that's actually fairly cheap. Ooh. And Misc is making this ship. It's a high grade company to me, so, or high class. Yeah, it's worth it. Yeah. It comes with one weapon, size 2. No, size 1 and 2 mounted, so it's dual. And it has a utility item, which is the refinery. And no, the tractor beam, sorry, it's the tractor beam. It's a smaller ship, but it has 2 medium power plants, so it's not that small of a ship. But who knows if this is going to be the correct, to be honest with you, it's not a small ship. I would say it's like almost medium. I would say it's a medium ship, because it has 128 cargo. Small ship would be, well, it could be small. Sure, why not? I'd say it's a medium ship, but hey, just because of the size of it, you know, the sides of the ship. But it's a mobile refinery. So now let's check out intake loaded cargo pods from mining like the prospector. Onboard processor turns raw ore into valuable material, filling empty, ready to sell cargo pods. So there's that. Wow. Pretty good ship. Let's talk about the racing stuff. Now the racing things are a little bit expensive. Oh no, they're not. Hold on, we got to talk about the Odyssey. The Odyssey is 100% an exploration ship, but the trick about this ship is exploitation as well. So exploration and then you exploit those materials that are on planets and moons and probably asteroid belts, and use a special scanning system that's on the bottom here. Don't know where it is here, but it's supposed to be here, unless they changed it. And it has its own mining system, so it can literally mine, yep, all by itself and fill its own quantanium bays up. It has its own cargo pod, our own cargo area. What else does this crazy ship have? It is a crazy ship, I can tell you that much. It's worth getting, but it is pretty crazy. All right, it's $700 though. That's the trick, but it's a money maker. Like, just like the Endeavor, this is definitely 100% a money maker. It surveys space without worry about returning home. Integrated mining rig, full refinery. There's even a refinery on board. Okay. 100% a refinery on board. This was one of the newer ships that came out, I believe, last year. I think so. As a concept. Now, I think this ship would be easier to make because technically they have all the components of the ship in game, other than the scanning thing. But most of the components are in game, or most of the capabilities in game. And it has the capability of having a vehicle alongside some. Well, actually, no, a vehicle. Yeah, let's read about this this ship here. All right. Survey distant frontiers and explore and further reaches of space with Misc Odyssey, the most advanced and complete exploration ship available for civilians, designed to be supremely self-sufficient. The Odyssey comes with an onboard refinery built in mining technology, or mining tech, expensive capacity for supplies, extensive capacity for supplies, and the hangar capable of housing a small ship along with comprehensive, comfortable accommodations for the crew of 7. Disconnected for a micro moment. It's probably doing that again, isn't it? Ugh. That's what I hate about internet. Even though I'm paying an arm and a leg and a brain. All right, so this is a discovery ship. It discovers planets with life, and it's basically exploration, but it also has an exploitation as a main system for the ship. So like a main career, but it has the capability of scanning and doing all those other things too. Now, the Carrack is a pathfinder where it can explore just like this ship, but it can go through wormholes and calculate data of wormholes. This does not do that feature. It probably can do it, but it won't do it as well as the Carrack. So there is that, and I know there's a bunch of videos on this topic. $700 comes with 120 months of insurance, but there are ways around it to get lifetime insurance. So there is that. But you have to be a little bit sneaky on the CCU system, CCU chain. But it is possible, because you could get a cutter right now, and then you could upgrade to this ship, and then automatically that lifetime insurance goes right into the Odyssey. I believe that's how it works still. I would have to do a check, but yeah, it does work that way. What else? What else? All right. I'll even do a quick test to make sure that is the case. All right. Is that still the case? And yes, it is the case. Yep. Very cool. So you can still do that. So you have the cutter, and you could upgrade automatically from the cutter to the Odyssey. Now you can not well, you can do that and then hold on the CCU for it, but not apply it, and then you'll automatically have the cutter no matter what still until this ship comes out. And then once you have that ship, you'll have the I think you'll even get loaners, something like that, if you apply it or you don't apply it. I'm not sure if that works the same way. But on that note, let's go check some of the Odyssey stats. This might be more updated, so there is that. Systems, power plant, capital, cooler, capital, shields, capital. So it's a capital ship. In my mind, and in my and how I understand Star Citizen, it's like a sub cap because it has so much to offer. It has the capability of refueling other ships, I believe, as well. So it does have that capability. Also, you can probably even refine goods that you get from other people. But I don't believe you can give people the quantum, because your ship can mine, the Odyssey can mine quantanium. I don't know if you can give quantanium to other people with that ship. I think it might be in a closed loop system, but there is a but. I'm not going to give hope where there's no hope, but at the same time, I'm thinking that they might not want to do that to the ship because it has a refinery on board. It has a, what's it called? The same size as the Polaris hangar. So I'm thinking maybe there is a way to, fuel it up with quantanium, but directly. But you can't sell the quantanium, I think. I don't know. It's a tricky ship. We're going to have to learn more once the ship is out of concept and into our capable hands in the verse. So until then, we won't know much about it. Because with game development, things change. Also, make sure to go to the expo and check out the ships that are available for free fly. Oh my god, my brain. Woo. Now let's talk about the Hull E. I'm not sure if it's capable. So there is a hangar there. There's also a front entrance there, or in the back to enter from there. And it's a pretty amazing ship. I would like to get one day. Now let's check this out. The Hull C, the Hull C, or is it the Hull D or Hull E? Okay, Hull C. This ship is supposedly coming soon as humanly possible. It is a great ship. It holds 4,000 something cargo units, maybe. No, I think it's 2,000 cargo units. Supposed to be, right? Now we'll talk about all the hulls right now. All right. The Hull C costs $350, but now if you were the lucky one back in the day, that it was much cheaper. Now they say the SCU right now, the SCUs currently for the Hull C is 4,608 SCUs. This might be a possibility because this looks more updated, this page. And and it's very profitable ship. It has cargo, but also maybe even have the modularity stuff in mind as well for this ship. Who knows if they're going to still allow that? I don't know. But it has pretty decent weaponry, but it's going to be a little bit a slower ship, not as slow as the hull D and hull E, but it has defensive weapons. It has 2 large shield generators, 2 cooling units, large. It has 1 large power plant. It has 1 large radar. It has 2 medium computers, 2 intakes, 2 fuel tanks, and then large on everything else, like quantum drive, jump drive, and quantum fuel tank. So it's all large. Now it's supposed to have missiles, but it doesn't show the information about it. And it has an extra weapon somewhere. Okay. All right. So it's 350 right now. Now let's look at the variants. They're not really variants, but hey, you know. Now we got the hull A. The hull A has 1 size 1 weapon, but 2 mounted. Then it has all S's on everything. So power plant, cooler, shield generator, all S's, and then cooler and shield generator, there's 2 each. So there's 2 size small shields, 2 size small coolers, and then the rest are smalls, and then there's only 2 fuel tanks and 2 fuel intakes. All right. Cargo capacity for this ship, the hull A, apparently has 64 SCUs. That is not bad. The Nomad has 24 SCUs, and this has a lot more. And this is a crew of 1. That's also a crew of 1. This ship is different, though, because it doesn't have a hangar. It has pods, container pods. So there's a big difference between those two. Now you got the whole... Oh, wait. Did I do that right? No, probably not. Thought I had the... All right, the price for the whole A is $90. It comes with 12 months insurance, and the whole A is practically a starter ship. I'm surprised why it costs $90 and it only gets 12 months, so 1 year of insurance. That's not so bad, honestly, not so bad at all. But let's check the whole B. Whole B is gonna be a bit bigger. It's considered a medium ship. It has all medium components, all of them. It does have weapons size 2, 2 mounted, and then there's 2 other weapon types, but it's not showing anything. So 1 in missile, maybe 2 missile racks, and then 1 regular weapon or something like that. And this price is $140. But the size of cargo is 384 SCUs. So the whole B is already worth its weight in gold. So there you go. And technically speaking, you'll be able to earn that same amount of money that you spent on that ship to double it within 1 or 2 runs easily. So that's how I would say you'd be good. Now the whole D. Whole D is definitely 100% a capital ship. Or capital hulling ship. It has size 3 weapons. It has also 5, I think, Around 2 to 5. Yeah, it doesn't show. I don't know, the matrix of lies. Let's see. It says it has 20K of cargo capacity. That's a lot of cargo capacity, by the way. That's a truck ton. The whole D kicks off the large end of the spectrum with a massive ship built around a rugged frame. The whole D is affordable enough to be operated by a mid-sized organization, and companies. Whole D are often used as flagships for mercantile operations, but their bulk means that they should be operated with escort fighters while not in the middle of the middle of war. That was weird. They should operate with the military use or military. It's basically a military used modified whole D as part of their supply chain, aiming and refueling the soldiers in the front line. So there was a modified version of the whole D doing that. So apparently that's what the UEE used to do, or probably still do. Now, this ship is $450, so it did go up $50. Because I could have sworn with my brain light bulb that it used to be 400, but it's not out yet. It will be out soon enough, I can tell you that much. That ship will not go away. Now, the whole E is truly a massive ship. Okay? Definitely 100% a capital transport ship. You're going to need an org to protect it like there is no tomorrow. All right. 98K of cargo capacity. Now, I don't know what's going to happen with the new cargo refactor system, but I'd say it may go a little bit bigger, or it may give it a little bit more of a cargo capacity. Who knows? But it's a capital size ship. It has the capability of defending itself to a degree. It has missile racks. It has weapons. It has probably some kind of turret system. Yeah, non-manned. What else? I haven't seen the price on here though. Doesn't show the price. The original price for this ship, I can confirm that it was $500. The original price. Don't know what it is now, but it used to be $500. Like I said, the car capacity is 98K, 98,000 cargo capacity. That is huge. Very big. All right. So that's all the hulls. Just like hulls. All right. All the hulls. Let's talk about the Freelancer. The Freelancer is 150. The max Freelancer is 150. Cargo units is supposed to have 120 SCUs of cargo, equipment, vehicles, and raw materials. Fly with friends. Thanks to the gunner station and onboard quarters for a crew of up to 4 people. The classic Freelancer with a extended cargo capacity, fuel tank, and advanced thrusters. That is definitely 100% the Freelancer Max. It has missiles. It has size 4 missiles. Size 4. No, that would be wrong. Size 2 missiles. Size 4 racks. So per rack, that's a lot of missiles. Then it has turrets. Size 2s. Then it has size 3s. So it's a mix of everything. So on the front page of this thing, it showed the cargo capacity for the Max was 120. This says 122. So I don't know which one is true. Yeah. Now, let's talk about the DUR. The DUR is an exploration variant of the Freelancer. Okay. It has 28 cargo capacity. It is a medium classified ship with medium components. And it's $135. What else? The DUR specializes in exploration, sacrificing some of its cargo for the standard Freelancer for an enhanced jump drive, a more advanced scanner. So there will be scanner tech in the DUR. Even though the DUR is a smaller ship, it still has the capability of scanning stuff, obviously. And an expanded fuel tank will make it easy for the ship. And it is only $135. So an explorer ship. It might be able to do some what's that called? Pathfinding capabilities. Might be able to. Because, well, it's a smaller ship, so technically it may even have that feature. So now let's talk about the Misc. Freelancer Misc. The Misc is a limited edition militarized variant of a classic mercantile ship developed by the UEE, where there were produced in very limited quantity. The payload incident, the Vision sacrifices the majority of the cargo capacity to make way for missiles. So, like I said, 28 cargo SEUs, missiles. It has a boatload. I'd consider a lot. There's 4 missiles. 4 size of a missile. Then there is a mix of size 2, 16 per rack, 32 missiles that are size 2, and then turrets. Well, oh, there you go for that. Now the DUR, not the DUR, the regular Freelancer. So the regular Freelancer is also a medium-sized ship. It has the capability of the similar capabilities to the Misc, tiny bit, and it has all medium components. Some of them, there's 2 of them each, so even the fuel intakes is 2. Oh my god, I got an error. 3,000. Well, that's what happens. I don't know if I can log right back in like that. This game is so weird. All right, let's try again, shall we? So the DIR is capable of scanning and everything, right? And the other freelancers are able to pretty much help out other ships too, like the Max transport, the Miss rock or missile boat. You got the regular freelancer is capable of also holding cargo. So it has 66 cargo units, which is not so bad because what's called the weird part is the Nomad can only hold like 24 SCUs. So, and then this would be the freelancers or size crew 4, which technically you can do size crew of 2. Um, but is it advisable to do that? Sometimes no. All right, so I'm at microTech. All right. So that was it for the ships today. Now we're gonna go and watch the video. So the what is the regular freelancer even? The regular freelancer is $110. The DIR is 135 bucks. The max is 150, and the miss is 175. The whole A 90, the whole B 140, the whole C 350, the whole D C is 350, the whole D is 450, and the whole E went up in price. It went up from 500 to 750, which wow. Well, all right, and then the Odyssey is 700, Prospector is 155, and then the racing ships, which we could have looked at, but this game is so weird. So weird. And then the racing ships are pretty much. And now I gotta drink something. I remember back in the day where I used to fall through this thing. All right. That was weird. I'm going to. This is the hospital, right? I'm going to make it where. Tree. Yeah, I'm not really in the mood to do that right now. I kind of have to. Let's see. Pharmacy thing. All right, we're gonna call it for now. But thank you for joining. Actually, we're gonna watch the video first. Jax McCleary. Not sure what's gonna happen with this. Let's see, just watch.
Misc. So, with my cutter out of commission, I've stowed away in the extra-large hold of this Misc Freelancer Max. I should be through the Stanton jump point, and I've landed at a nearby rest stop. Ready? Freedom! No! No, 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 no. No. No, I mean, this cannot be happening to me! Hey, you, where are you, man?
Ruin Station.
You mean I'm still in Pyro? This